like to welcome everyone to this intervention. Wait, I'm sorry. No, that's tomorrow. Sorry. No. We're here today for the retirement celebration of Ronald Rakosnik, Hill Park's fire chief. And I'd like to take this moment to thank someone before we get started and before I forget and get in trouble. That's very special. And that's Patty Ruiz, who put all of this together. From the program, to everything that's here, and to the party afterwards at Crazy Port. So Patty, over there, thank you very much. I'll be the first to admit it. If you truly want to know who runs the fire department, it's the administrative assistant. No secret. So Al, take it away, buddy.
The following is a brief summary of the service provided by firefighter-paramedic Ron Rakosnik, who today is retiring as fire chief. For the next few minutes, please take the time to reflect on the last 47 years that Fire Chief Ron Rakosnik has dedicated to the service of countless citizens. Ron was a firefighter and paramedic in Wilmette, Lombard, York Township and Villa Park, Illinois. There are thousands of individual stories to tell. Some dramatic, some routine, and some light-hearted. To begin the tale, we must go back to the beginning. Back to a touching moment when Ron's mother baked her son his first birthday cake. The year was 1958.
Okay, Ronnie, Mom baked you a cake for your birthday. You're gonna have a real treat today. Doesn't that look yummy?
As soon as the birthday candle was lit, little Ronnie thought for a moment, then grabbed whatever he could find to put the inferno out. Mom was not happy. Needless to say, that was the last time Ron's parents put a candle on his birthday cake. There are many more photos and videos that were recorded while Ron was in the fire services. It would take several days to view them all. Rather, please sit back and enjoy a sample of what his was like over the last many years, as Ron methodically advanced through the ranks of each fire department he served.
Medic 2, okay.
Let it never be forgotten, however, that there are many thousands of individuals who were aided dramatically because of firefighter and paramedic Ron. There are grandfathers who could have been lost years ago, singing happy birthday today to a grandchild. There are parents raising families in the homes that firefighters like Ron have saved from a devastating fire. There are children that took their first breath in his hands. There are others who were comforted in their last moments. Their voices are heard loud and clear at this moment, as they each would say, "Thank you, sir. Be safe."
All right, Ron, congratulations on your making it to your second retirement. On behalf of the Edison Fire District, our officers, our firefighters, my board, we want to congratulate you, wish you the best of luck, and thank you very much for all the help throughout the years you provided to Edison. We have one final thing to say to you. Bye, Ron!
Ron, congratulations on your retirement. On behalf of the Village of Lombard, the Lombard Fire Department, you're a big part of our department, and we wish you nothing but success in your retirement. Congratulations.
It's been a lot of years. You're a great fireman, you're a great officer, and a great mentor to these young kids coming into the fire service. I pray for nothing but a long, happy, healthy retirement for you in the end. You've earned it. Take care, buddy.
Ron, congratulations on another retirement. I can't wait to come and say congratulations to you in person. I can't say how time flies when we talk about these things. I remember when I was just a punk kid here, and you had just went through paramedic school, and I wasn't even a member here yet, but I remember you were one of the original paramedics here at York Center, and how far we've come and how far you've come, and being a great mentor to everybody. I really appreciate everything you did. When I was young and dumb and thought I was going to be a policeman, and you pushed me into being a paramedic, and I can't thank you enough. Rick and I are here where you and Andy were when we got in the door. So congratulations again. Looking forward to it, and don't be a stranger. Congratulations again.
Ron, well, it's been a long time. 34 years I've been here. I started here, you were a lieutenant, and then from that point, you moved more towards the Lombard side of it, and then you ventured your way to Villa Park. It's been a great run. We've had a lot of and many fires together. I appreciate all your help, everything you've done to help me through my career to where I'm at today. I hope you enjoy your retirement, and I hope everything works out well for you.
Hi, Ron. You made that tough decision, my friend. You've had a great run. We've enjoyed working a lot of years together. It's been a privilege. I wish you and your family nothing but the best. Enjoy your retirement. God bless, and we'll see you soon.
Chief Ron, on behalf of the Oak Brook Terrace Fire Protection District and its members, we'd like to say thank you for your many years of service. During this time, you've become a great friend, a great colleague, and a great fire chief. Once again, thank you for your time.
Thanks, Chief, for all your service.
Thank you, Chief.
Chief Rakosnik, on behalf of all Terrace Fire Protection District and myself personally, congratulating you on your retirement after 47 years. I want to personally thank you for all the incidents that we've been on together, your leadership, your camaraderie, and dedication to the fire service. Wishing you nothing but the best in your new endeavors. Congratulations.
Chief 81, we heard that you're retiring coming up here on Thursday, and we all thought that you retired 8 years ago. We wish you nothing but the best. You've always been a great chief to work with, and we're going to miss you. And we always want you to know that when seconds count, you were minutes away. Congratulations, Chief. Enjoy your retirement.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Hey, Chief Rakosnik, we just got back from mowing the lawn. We just want to say happy retirement. Congratulations. Been a great 10 years. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief. Congratulations. All right. I'm not being a part of this.
It's like a product display.
Chief Rakosnik, congratulations on your retirement. It's been a wonderful 10 years. Thank you for all you've done for us.
Congratulations, Chief.
Chief Ron, as your elected pain in the ass for the last 10 years, I'd like to congratulate you on your over 40-year career in the fire service. You've been great here at Villa Park. I admire the fact that we can go toe-to-toe on certain issues and still keep a friendship after that. You've been a great for the guys. You've done everything that you can for the guys and with the guys' best interest in mind. We may not always have agreed on how to get there, but we always try to keep everything moving forward in a positive way. It's been great to work for you. I hold the honor of filing the first grievance ever against you. However, it's procedural. I still hold the honor. But it says something that we haven't had to file grievances, that we've been able to discuss things and be proactive and actually work towards common goals. I hope you enjoy your time off with the family, with Leanne and your grandbaby. Have a great time, stay safe, and go Illini.
Hey Chief, Goldship here. Just wanted to say thank you for everything that you've done. I'm just going to send you off. Thank you for watching over us over the last 10 years and helping out around the department, getting us everything that we need. Thank you very much.
Congratulations, Chief. Enjoy retirement for once, will you?
Oh, Chief, you caught us installing cameras. That's okay. Thanks for 10 great years.
Chief, squatters' rights. I'm just going to take the position. Forget about it. In my first official order of business, my memo dated effective October 28th. Shorts are permitted, and nothing shown is permitted on size-ups. Just kidding. Congratulations and good luck to you, bud.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.
I'd like everyone to stand and pledge allegiance. It wasn't the Pledge of Allegiance, it was the national anthem. I was always told, don't be perfect all the time. Mess up once in a while, because then they don't expect too much of you. It was kind of difficult with Ron Rakosnik being your boss, but before we get started, I actually wanted a children's petting zoo here, but I was overruled. The chief said absolutely not. Anyway, so Ron Rakosnik started his fire service career as a paid-on-call firefighter in March of 1975 with the York Center Fire Protection District, where he worked until 1999 and rose to the rank of assistant chief. Just for the record, in 1975, I was 3 years old. In August of 1982, he was hired as a full-time firefighter paramedic with the Wilmette Fire Department, where he stayed until December of 1984. It was during this time, at a Miami Vice fan convention, that he met his future wife, Leanne, who was also a big Miami Vice fan. In January of 1985, he was hired as a full-time firefighter paramedic with the Lombard Fire Department. In 1987, he finally wised up, put away his Miami Vice Don Johnson sunglasses and white sport coat, and married the love of his life, Leanne, who I like to call Saint Leanne. And you'll know why later. In June of 2012, in October 1989, Ron's firstborn, his son Mike, was born. In May of 1991, his daughter Kaylee. And in January of 1994, his daughter Lindsay was born. Ron would eventually retire from the Lombard Fire Department in 2012, and he rose to the rank of battalion chief. As in the video, he figured, you know what, I can do it better. So that's why we're here again today for his second retirement. In June of 2012, he was hired as the fire chief for the Villa Park Fire Department. His original plan was only to stay a couple years, but the relationships that he made, not only with our members, but with the other village staff, made him stay longer. Two of those people he had a very close relationship with, because I hear about them all the time. And one of them, the director of Parks and Rec, Greg Gola, as he liked to call Gigi. Greg, where you at? He told me all about the Netzer account, so we will be rated. The other one, former police chief Bob Pavlicek. Where are you at, Bob? All right, he's over there. Why, chief? Because when seconds count, he's minutes away. In September of 2021, his granddaughter Sammy was born, and it brought a tear to his eye. Ron would continue to be the fire chief for the Villa Park Fire Department until today, October 27th, 2022. Leadership is defined as the action of leading a group of people or an organization. After today, that definition is going to change to simply say, Ron Rakosnik. Like I said in my speech in the village board the other night, we were truly blessed to have you as our fire chief for the last 10 years, and may God bless you and your entire family in your well-deserved retirement. Thank you, sir. And when the time comes, I take care of it. I don't know if you know, Ron's a little bit emotional, but you know. So I'd like to call up a couple of people that would like to speak. First off, I'd like to call our village president, Nick Kazone.
Thank you everyone for being here. I think one of Ron's lasting legacy you saw in the video is the neighboring fire departments around here. I think one of his missions here was to make it where instead of a fire department as its own unit, he wants everybody to be together, cooperate with everybody. It makes a safer community. It makes a better fire department. And I think that's one of Ron's lasting legacies here. And congratulations on doing that, Ron. Well, Ron, the day has finally arrived. And I'm sure 42 years ago when you began your career as a firefighter, you didn't imagine the course you would take and how many lives you would touch. Firefighter is a special person. When everyone else, including the rats, are running out of a burning building, you forget the danger and the fear and race inside to save lives. Some say this is not something a normal person would do, but firefighters are not normal people. They continually risk all to protect lives and property. And when minutes count, they are there in seconds. I've known Ron for several years, and through many talks and over many adult beverages, I've realized that Chief Rakosnik is more than a firefighter, more than a village employee, more than a chief. He is truly the epitome of what it takes to be called a leader. Ron constantly strives to make things better, to make other people achieve their potential. He always looks out for his people to make sure they're always doing their job safely and are well protected as well as having the best equipment possible. One of the things that impressed me about Ron was his ability to develop that unity with neighboring fire departments. As many of you know, firefighters can be very territorial and protective of their jobs and their department. Ron thinks exactly the opposite. He feels the more we can cooperate with other departments, the better we will be and the better service our residents will achieve. And he keeps striving to improve upon those relationships he has developed over his career. Throughout the course of Ron's career, he's seen many changes. From horses pulling those fire pumpers sorry, Ron, I had to do one. To our modern fire engines with the pumping capacities of a small village. Just kidding, Ron, but the fire service is definitely different than it was 42 years ago. I'm sure you still feel that this is the greatest job you could ever have. Villa Park will definitely miss your compassion, your dedication, and most of all, your trusted friendship. And remember, Ron, you know you're a firefighter when you can look at that rusty fire hydrant and think that it would look good in your garden. But as you move on to the next phase of your life, remember that firemen never die. They live on forever in the hearts of the people whose lives they've saved. May your nights be undisturbed, your days be long and without any call-outs, and may you never have to do a truck check again. Good luck to you. Thank you for your many years of service to Villa Park. And now enjoy some fine bourbon and some cigars. And God bless and good luck. Thank you.
Village Manager, Matt Harlan.
Work on that carb-free diet. I want to thank you all for coming today. As you know, we are gathered here for the start of Steve Stapleton's term as interim fire chief. Oh, wait, and for the retirement of Villa Park Fire Department Chief Ron Rakosnik. I say that in teasing, but I've learned very quickly that it is appropriate in a way. Ron has never been to self-promote. And to mean that in complete respect for the service and dedication of Ron Rakosnik, it's never been about him. And that's something that I'm trying to bring into this organization, but it's something he understood well before I got here. Ron has been about service since probably before he understood what that word meant. Crawling on fire apparatus as a kid, his father being a firefighter, a fire chief. He's always wanted to be a firefighter. He said that in interviews, he said that to me personally, and I'm sure he said that to many of you. He is a firefighter's firefighter. He's a fireman's fire chief. His father-in-law were fire service. Chief Rakosnik, as we've heard, has spent 47 years as a firefighter, 40 as a full-time firefighter and paramedic, and last 10 as our chief here in Villa Park. My only regret in working with Ron is that I had so little time to work with him, to serve with him, including serving hot dogs with Kiwanis. I'm almost done.
I think that's a sign that they want you to stay.
We almost had a workman's comp claim. One of the reasons we do this today, yes, of course, we're here to honor Ron Rakosnik, but for Villa Park to say that we think it's important what our employees and our volunteers do to better our community, and their service and dedication and leadership deserves recognition. I want to stress these three things that I know Chief Rakosnik has helped to infuse deep into the fabric of not only his department, but as Village President Kazone was talking about, into the whole organization: service, dedication, and leadership. Working backwards in those terms, as we're taught to start with the end in mind, Ron has said to me many times that he was a leader much more than he wanted to be a man, wanted to be a leader much more than a manager. The type of leader that is following that philosophy I've been talking about some, but what he was doing long before I got here, And that is, it's not about me, it's not about now, it's about the organization, and it's about the mission. Like all good leaders, he's leading somewhere with the future, with his eye to the future. One of his greatest accomplishments in this department, and there have been many, is the buildup of the fleet and the equipment for the Villa Park Fire Department. Chief Rakosnik, as I said, is about the mission, humble, focused on the long term. Chief Rakosnik, as a I think I probably should memorize more of this. Chief Rakosnik's dedication, Ron Rakosnik's dedication is demonstrated not just because he served over four decades as a fireman and a paramedic, but as a community leader and a father about the mission of the station, in the community, and at home. And finally, there's no work that he would ask of the women and men under his direction that he wouldn't do himself, or hasn't done at some point. Humble, service-oriented, the leader is serving. Maybe the greatest moment of his fame, or his greatest moment of fame, exemplifies all three. On May 16, 1995, while working in Lombard, Ron was served as a fire investigator for a fire that was started by a torchlight lamp. Many of you know this story, some of you may not. Started the fire through the drapes and took the whole house out. He was able to get the family out, and they told him that they thought that's how the fire started, was the lamp. He was skeptical at first, but his investigation, combined with data from a lethal fire in Arizona caused by the same style of light, not only led to the change in that style of lighting, it caused the U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission to change the way they test their lamps, still today, for safety. His dedication and willingness to investigate the claim, including buying lamps and doing tests, and filing a 15-page report. And if you know how much Chief Ron hates to do paperwork, you have to understand how important this was to him. It also got him a cameo on Dateline NBC, but he remains the humble chief that we know today. There's so much more to say about Ron, and I will leave that to others, but I'm glad to have known Ron as a colleague and as a friend. I'm confident that he has built a resilient organization, ready to get even better. Ron may have run up against state law that essentially forced him to retire, but I'm glad that he can retire. I'm glad that he will retire. And he knows he has things to do with his wife, Leanne, and his family that are important for him. I'm glad that we have these public institutions and pensions that allow Ron and others to retire. So he has a well-earned slowdown to a life dedicated to service and leadership. Thank you, Fire Chief Ron Rakosnik.
Well, if that wasn't a sign, I don't know what is. All right, next I'd like to introduce Willowbrook High School Principal Dan Krause.
Okay, I'm smart enough to not go on the stage. Is that okay? Here's why. I don't belong anywhere near there because of the firefighters and the service personnel that are here today to honor Ron. This is a testament to truly who the man is as a character, as a person, as a friend. Ron's a proud graduate of Willowbrook High School, so we have the honor and privilege of inducting him to the Distinguished Alumni Hall of Fame a few years back. But when I had a chance to meet Ron 10 years ago, what he brought to this community was second to none. He listened to every crazy idea that a young principal had about, can we do a parade? How about a bonfire? What do you think about fireworks? He said yes to all of them. Because he knew that for a high school experience for kids, something like that would be memorable for the rest of their lives. So every time we picked up the phone and had a conversation about things that we would be doing together, he said yes. He found a way. Well, except for the lighted lanterns, but I thank you for that because I didn't want to have that happen either. Right? But the reality is, that's who Ron Rakosnik is and always will be to this community, to our school, to our entire district. And we can't thank you enough. He's been there for us to be sure that every one of our drills, the planned ones and even the ones we didn't plan, went off without a hitch, and we always had the support. I will always remember the countless jokes he had with every police chief that he has had to interact with over the course of his career in Villa Park, because I got to be the bystander. But I also got a chance to get to know him and his family and the incredible work that they've done on behalf of Villa Park and all of Willowbrook High School. So Ron, on behalf of our district, our superintendent is here, Dr. G. Barbente, in District 88 and all of Willowbrook High School. We want to remind you that obviously you are once a warrior, always a warrior, never high.
Thank you, Dan.
Sorry, step on that side. Anyway, Fire Chief Rakosnik from the Kiwanis Club of Villa Park. We're very grateful that our previous village manager had the foresight to ask his department heads to become involved in the community. And one of the people that we got from staff was Chief Rakosnik. And so he has been with us for about 10 years or so. Almost right away, you ended up a Kiwanian, which I think you enjoy. And this is from the Kiwanis Club of Villa Park. And really our feelings and our heartfelt goodbye is a day-to-day working with you. Thank you for 10 years of membership in the Kiwanis Club of Villa Park and your active participation in club events, particularly the summer concerts. We thank you for your support of our Peanut Day and Vidalia onion sales fundraisers that benefits the children in our community, and other events we had that was for kids around the world, but these particular for kids in our area. We also thank you for your service as our Villa Park Fire Chief. We recognize you for your leadership in promoting and maintaining safety in the village and the friendships you made along the way. With sincere respect and affection, your fellow Kiwanis Club members wish you health and happiness in your retirement. Thank you.
All right, so before we bring the big guy up himself, I'm going to pass it around the room like a tradition that Ron always did. Chief, you got the microphone right there. If you mind turning that on? And would anyone else like to speak on Chief Ron's behalf?
Yeah, I'm so scared. Right, because I knew that I wouldn't make it through it. So first I want to congratulate you, Dad, on an outstanding and a superior career. Today brings a lot of bittersweet emotions as you suddenly have to turn off the job that you've loved for so many years. But your retirement has been a time of reflection and celebration. And when I think back on your career, all I can do is smile. Every little kid dreams of being a fireman. And as a kid, I was lucky enough to have my own, my dad. So proud that at kindergarten show and tell, I brought my dad. So I could show him off to my classmates and my teacher. You've always been and you always will be our hero. We're so lucky to have someone like you to look up to. I've always admired your morals in your career. You're the most hardworking and family-oriented person that we know. And me, Kaylee, Mike, we've watched you work hard. We watched your hard work pay off as you climbed the ranks, lieutenant, inspector, assistant chief, battalion chief, and now chief. Meanwhile, never missing a wrestling match, dance competition, track meet. And not many kids get to say that about their parents. Mom, you do never miss anything. As I became an adult, I looked to my dad more for advice. My dad has a lot of one-liners, which I'm sure he's going to share. But some of the best advice my dad has given me as a team captain, as a teacher, and now as a parent was to lead by example, which is something that he's done in his career and as a dad. You've left an imprint on every single person you've ever worked with, and you'll always be involved in the fire community, and you'll be looked up by many. Your retirement is truly a celebration, and I'm so excited for this next chapter in your life. There'll be lots of babysitting, farming, and unfortunately a lot of precious miles on a pickup truck. One more time. We're so proud to call you our dad. Congratulations, Chief.
Wow, she pretty much took the words out of my mouth. I'm Mike, by the way. Just wanted to make this short, but I know you're gonna miss it. I don't know what to say. But, I just want to say thank you for being a great dad. Worked hard your whole life. It's what you taught me to do, so I'm gonna keep doing it.
Ryan, on behalf of the DuPage Fire Chiefs Association, we just wanted to present you with this letter of appreciation for all the years of service that you've dedicated not only to the fire service, but to DuPage County Fire Chiefs. As everyone said already, we know that Ryan is engaged. Whatever he does, he gives 100%. He served on the board, he's been our MC at the installation dinners, with golf outings, always there for any support. And with that, we appreciate it. We want to give you this letter of certification.
Rick, thank you very much. There's a saying, when there's a microphone around, Bonomo's got to talk. So I'm going to make this real short, Ron. A lot of you don't know that the Rakosniks and Bonomos grew up as little infants. We lived in the same neighborhood, Ron, his brother Don. We had a very close relationship throughout the years. We hung out, we went to school together, went to Willowbrook, teenagers, built race cars, you name it, we did it. But throughout the years, we've had a great relationship. Ron and I have learned a lot from each other, but I will tell you this. I always say one thing, there's three things in life that count. Faith, family, and friends. If you look around here today, you got it all. And that little girl right there, she's an angel. Cherish it because they grow up fast. So God bless you, man. Congratulations on retirement. I love you.
Kaylee wanted to speak.
Yeah, I can't beat Lindsay, so. I'm Kaylee, I'm the oldest. I know I can't do this. I just want to say I'm so proud of you, and it's all like mistakes, I'm just crying.
Hi, I'm State Representative Kathleen Willis. Well, I don't represent Villa Park. I know Ron from way back because Ron and my husband were commissioned together in Lombard same night, so I know him from back in '85. When I became the state rep was when he became the chief here in Villa Park, and I can tell you that he has advocated tremendously for the fire service throughout the state. He and I are both retiring sort of together, but I think we're both not going to be gone far. So we both will enjoy our years as grandparenting. Thank you, Ron, for all you've ever done.
Chief, on behalf of the union, I'd like to thank you for 10 years. You were kind, generous, and even sometimes funny. But very fair, and we appreciate your time. We have a little gift for you over here.
Oh, look at her. Oh my God.
Thank you so much.
Ron.
How about you, Steve?
Come on.
He's not ready. Anybody else? John Kennedy?
Billy, where you at?
Yeah, Billy's got it.
Chief Anashevitz, come on.
Bill, come on. Nice.
Just wanted to congratulate Chief on your retirement. Chief was promoted at the same time when I made Deputy Chief in Elmhurst, and he's been a mentor, someone I look up to and I watched, and I picked up many things that the way I operate, and most of all, he's been a great friend to me. And I'm lucky to have you as part of my life, and I know that we'll continue to hang out and communicate, so I just want you to know that you've been a big part of my development, and I thank you for your leadership. Congratulations, Chief.
John Kennedy?
Chief Ron, these guys are telling me to make it quick, but you've been a great sparring partner over the years as my term in union president. We didn't always agree on everything, but we could walk away and be friends afterwards. But there is one argument that always took place when we were in a room. It would get heated, and there would be a lot of inappropriate language that would go on. It's the great lawn mowing debate. Yes. So I'd like to present you to your very own man. We got to bring our honor up, and we got to run the house right after this.
I'm actually going to explain the lawnmower when they get up at the podium. So, if there's any kids in the room, I just cover their ears.
Chief, I know you.
All right, anybody else? John, how about Johnny Boy?
Good at this stuff. Guys, listen. John and I do sell him rigs, but in the time that selling him rigs, we became great friends, and he's been a great friend to me and my family, and he's taught me a ton of just being respectful, being a better person than I am today, thanks to Ron, and I truly appreciate his friendship and everything he's done for me and my family. I love you.
Thank you.
Jimmy Bigley just retired from Mill Park July. Chief, congratulations on your retirement, part 2. I can't wait for the third one. Leanne's probably throwing daggers at me right now. The last 10 years of my career here were the best because of you. My only regret is I wish I had more. There's 3 things that make a great fire chief. One is their dedication to the residents, not only in the town they work at, but surrounding, their love for the job, and the love for the guys. And he had all 3 of those. And that's why he's had such a successful career. Thank you, Chief.
All right, Chief.
We all good? Anybody else? Our neighbor by our house in Lombard, Lynette Meyer.
We have lived across the street from the Rakosniks for a whole lot of years, so we've had the pleasure of watching the comings and goings of that family. And when their kids were teenagers, it was especially interesting because we watched all the cars get juggled in the parking lot of their driveway forever. The one was always coming and going. We have a condo in Florida, and we wanted somebody to keep an eye on our house while we were gone. And of all the people on our block, we looked for the most responsible person, which was difficult, but we selected Ron. And he's done just a fabulous job of keeping an eye on things for us. Probably when the kids were teenagers, they had some parties over at the house, but that's okay. We didn't mind. We have a fabulous block. It is the best. and Ron and Leanne are a very big part of that. Every year we put up our Christmas trees with all our lights, and Leanne has been in charge of that and done a fabulous job for us. Ron gathers us all outside, and 3 years ago, I just looked at him and I thought, you belong as the mayor of Apple Lane. So now he is officially the mayor of Apple Lane, and we love him for that. And his motto is, be good to each other and take care of each other, and he makes sure that happens. Congratulations, Ron.
On behalf of the Fire and Police Commissioner, we're going to miss you. We're going to miss your dedication in helping us select the right candidates for your department and your passion for treating everybody fairly. We'll miss you.
Chief, you want to say something?
Thank you. I didn't come prepared to say anything, but I'm sort of like Andy. All I need is a microphone. Ron, you and I got to work how many years together?
Many.
We'll sit here and do math later. And I retired, then he retired, and then he came here. And I can tell you, I had 3 really great battalion chiefs at the beginning. Then Ron joined that, and we then had these 4 battalion chiefs that truly ran our department. And I learned early to just sort of get out of their way. And that was the secret in Lombard, was letting the guys that knew what they were doing do and everything. And one quick story, I hope it wasn't told, I got here a little bit late due to a Rotary meeting, but we had a guy one time wanting to speak with a guy at the department named Roy Rakosnik. Roy, thank you for all of your service.
Thank you, Chief. Sorry, we don't come up. For his character, his abilities, and everything. I started 10 years before him, sadly, my career ended with a fall off the firing. Yep. He was one of the guys that was there to support me, but I know I'm always grateful. Good man. God bless you.
Well, Chief Ronnie did it. On behalf of the police department and the 3 wives and other 2 retired chiefs and myself, we want to thank you for all you do for us and be very supportive of the police department and creating for officers such a great relationship with you 2 other police. Thank you so much.
Anybody else? Brian? Oh, okay. All right, Steve.
Thanks, Chief. If anyone knew Ron, you knew he'd like to go to fires.
Yeah, I know.
He was a firefighter's fireman. And just last night, at 2:45 in the morning, his wife had to hear those tones and Ron leave and then come back. On behalf of the Villa Park Fire Department, Leanne, we'd like to present you with just a little token of our appreciation and to officially say he's all yours. We can put them back on the table for you.
She wants to speak.
Absolutely.
We're all going to be crying in a little while, but he's the greatest, and I'm sure you all know that. But I am so happy He was a great chief before that. But I hope all you young guys have learned a lot and hope you continue doing good jobs, okay? And thank you for helping him for this past 10 years.
All right, Chief, I'd like to request your presence up here with me. So, Chief, on behalf of myself and the Villa Park Fire Department, I'd like to present you with this token of our appreciation. Thank you.
Yeah, I got the box. First of all, thank you all for being here. This is a special day. It's bittersweet for me. I think you all know that I love what I do, or else I wouldn't have done it for 47 years. But thank you all for being here. We have a lot of fire chiefs here in the audience, a lot of fire personnel. We have a lot of police officers and police chiefs in the audience. Thank you all for being here. It means so, so much to me. Without you guys, I wouldn't be where I am today as well. So with that being said, let me move on. I was told I only had 15 minutes. If I ever did get going, you know I would probably go for 15 hours. Anyways, my family is here in front. Let me just go down the line. Kevin and Lindsay with their baby, our grandbaby, Samantha. My son Mike and his wife Jacqueline. My daughter Kaylee and her husband Frank is at work, not here today. And of course, my wife Leanne. Thank you all for being here. So, we don't, I think Kathy Willis is here, a distinguished guest. And I've known Kathy and Tommy Willis and I, her husband, we started in Lombard in 1985. And today, we're both on the Lombard Pension Board. So, Tom, thanks for being here. Anyways, so how did I get here? I think Steve said that I've been around a little while. In 1975, I started in York Center. And then in 1982, I went to Wilmette and retired or left in 84 to go to Lombard. And Lombard 85 to 2012. And then in 2012, I went to Villa Park. I had a terrific career in Lombard. I went up the ranks, retired as a battalion chief. Wonderful, wonderful time. But I got to tell you, here in Villa Park, when I came here, I thought I'd be here 3 years and I'd be gone in 5. And then look what happened. I'm here 10 plus. So, and what's interesting, before I even got here, I think about a week or two before I came, I think a trustee from Addison Fire District had passed away, and I was trying to get a relationship going with Steve, my deputy chief. So he was going to pick me up, and we were going to go to the wake at Addison City Hall over on Lake Street. And as we're driving on Addison Road, we make a left, we turn into, I think, Friendship Parkway or something like that, wherever we're at, the Addison City Hall is. And there's a fire in Villa Park at the VFW. We were just getting out of our car, so we turn around. Andy Bonomo was either right behind us or right next to us or something, so we kind of like waved him, yeah, come on, follow us. So we're heading down Addison Road, and I go to Stapleton, I go, Steve, is this a fish fry gone bad or what? And just joking, and it was a Tuesday around 6:30 in the evening, and we pull up there, and there's smoke pouring out the windows. It was a real bad fire in the gun range, and we ended up taking 8 people to the hospital. it was very interesting, and I'm thinking, what in the hell am I getting myself into? I'm not even here yet, and shit's hitting the fan. So, in any event, that was how I started. So, like I said, when I came here in 2012, I thought 3 years, and be gone in 5, and I've been here 10 plus. So, and it's been a wonderful time. So, I want to thank the village for allowing me to lead this department for the last 10 years. It's been a wonderful, at times challenging, but a wonderful, wonderful time for me. I really enjoyed it. So, but as all you know, that one person can't do it. You know, it's got to be a team. And I think Nick Cazzone hit on that a little bit. You know, so if you look at team, the acronym team, what does it stand for? Together, everyone achieves more. T-E-A-M, team. And that's what I try to instill with our membership here. We're a team. Not one guy or one person can do it all. So I also try to instill family. I think family is really important. You know, I wanted to have our Christmas party where the new guys come, and the next thing they come, they have a baby, and then the next year the baby's 2, and the next year the baby's older, and before you know it, the baby's driving a car. So that's what I learned in the Lombard. We saw that over time because we were family. So we've had many, many challenges in the last 10 years. Most recently, the pandemic for 2+ years. Early on, it was a challenge for all of us, not knowing, the fear of the unknown. But we met as a group, Itasca, Addison, Elmhurst, Villa Park, maybe Bensonville. We correlated with the chiefs to get prepared in case one of us got a shift or a department wiped out from the pandemic. We were able to stay in work, maybe have the Villa Park guys go to Addison, the Addison come here, whatever we had to do, we got it all laid out. And that's a compliment to the chiefs that are here today. We work so close together. It is a wonderful, wonderful experience. It's been great. So, like I told my guys and my daughter Lindsay, you know, I have one-liners, and I do use them from time to time. So the one that I really like is tough times don't last, tough people do. And there's a group of tough people out here. We're tough, and we get the job done, and that's because it's a team effort. All right, page 2. So, on top of all of that, you know, I've had a lot of support from local, county, state, and federal entities that we have, either grants, other things that made us successful. And we were very aggressive with the grants. Steve, the deputy that was just speaking, he was very instrumental in a lot of things that we did with the grants, but we were successful. And a lot goes to him, so it was a great job. But we, I think as a whole, with him writing them mostly, I was involved looking at them, tweaking them a little bit when needed. We probably got over $1 million in grants, which is wonderful. So, not to change the subject, but I want you to think about this just for a second. 5 things you can't recover in life. A stone after it's been thrown, a word after it's been said, an occasion after it's been missed, time after it's gone, and most importantly, trust after it's been lost. So that leads me into my next little talk. So what makes a good fire department? What makes a good fireman? And I think my son Mike kind of touched on a little bit. Good core values. You know, good core values, what are they? So I like to use the acronym ICU, not intensive care unit. I for integrity. Integrity meaning the quality of being honest and having strong moral principles. Commitment, the state of or quality of being dedicated to a cause or an activity. And unity, the state of being united or joined as a whole. which would be like our union. So, just to touch a little bit on the union and the lawnmower, now that I got a good spot to put it in. When I came here in 2012, I think I asked somebody about who cuts the lawn, and well, we had Parks and Rec cut the lawn, and I said, well, how come we don't do it? Well, because Parks and Rec cut it. So I said, well, who cuts the lawn of your house? Well, we do. Where do you live when you're here? Well, we live here. This is your house. So I went and I told the guys to go get 2 lawnmowers from Home Depot, and so they brought 2 lawnmowers, and so I got the lawnmowers here. The one guy walked up to me. I don't think he's here. And he goes, Chief, what are these? I go, those are effing lawnmowers. And he goes, yeah, I know. Oh, there he is. Eric Klasovich. So, I'll remember it. All right. Thanks for being, I love you. Anyways, so they were cutting the grass with the lawnmowers, and I had a thing set up with Manager Keener at the time, and if we cut the grass, we'll get Station 1 back, and well, that didn't work out. But the guys still cut the grass, so maybe not after today, I don't know. But they still do. So, a couple more things, more than a couple actually. So the picture that I have on my little flyer, the picture was taken by Al Stash. So, out of respect for Al Stash, I wanted Al Stash to be a part of my retirement, and I wanted to use his picture on my retirement flyer. And Al's been so good to us. He responds to a lot of incidents. He takes a lot of pictures. He takes videos, but then he shares it with us. And then we learn from him. We learn things, how he did things, how he saw. Because Al's pretty quick. He gets out pretty quick. And Al, thank you very, very much. You're a good friend. Thank you. All right. Okay, a couple more things, a couple more firemen I'd like to just mention. Chief Bonomo, like Andy had said, we go way back. I started at York Center in 1975, and I think Andy was either 72 or 73. Andy and I shared the same values in the fire service. He was there 48 or 49 years. I was not going to beat Andy. I don't want to beat him time. So, but he's been a great friend of mine for a long, long time. He's a very dedicated guy, one of the most dedicated firemen that I do know. He retired about a year ago, I think August, and he's here today, obviously, and we remain good friends. Diane and Andy and Leanne and I, we go out once in a while. And now that every day is Saturday, I can go out anytime. So that's a good thing. So, and then the next individual, a little bit tougher. So the next individual I want to mention mentored me in many, many ways. He taught me how to respect the uniform. You put the uniform on, you're proud. He taught me how to respect the badge. Put the badge on, you're proud. He really taught me how to lead people. And like Manager Harline, I've only known Manager Harline since I think June, so maybe 4 or 5 months he's been with the village. So didn't have a whole lot of time with Matt Harline, but like Matt said, I'm not an office guy, I'm not a manager, I'm a leader. I mean, that's how I've been, and that's how I'll always be. So, but this gentleman taught me how to lead people. A lot of his characteristics got me where I am today. I do a lot of things that he taught us how to do in Lombard wanted us to do. He wanted our guys, when you came in at 8 o'clock in the morning, you're looking good. Got your shoes tied, your shoes polished, your shirt's on, you're looking good. How you go home tomorrow after maybe a tough shift, you might be beat up a little bit, but you're gonna come in looking good. And he forced it on us. And it just, what a great characteristic. I mean, it just makes you feel good. And we nicknamed him the Dean. His nickname was the Dean of Students. He wasn't a real tall guy, but he carried a big stick. And he was just a wonderful, wonderful man. In 2005, we lost Deputy Chief Tommy. Way too early. And he'd be proud today if he was here with me speaking up here as a 10-year fire chief. So today we have his wife, Christine, and daughter, Sarah. They're here in the audience. Both of you, thank you for being here. It's very special. Thank you. So where do I go and what do I do now? Whatever I want. No, I live and breathe the fire service. I am 65, and pension law says at 65 you have to leave. So I'm kind of forced to leave. I'm not 66 yet. Every day is one day closer. But I'll be 66 next year. So I chose to go now. As most of you know, or maybe some of you know, I don't know, I really enjoyed, when I was in Lombard, I became a battalion chief, so I was basically on the card by myself, but I would go read to the kindergartners at the area schools during Fire Prevention Week. And when I came to Villa Park, I had Mary at the time, my administrative assistant, always set me up to read to the students, the kindergartners here in Villa Park. And then I had Mary go get a book at the library, or I could get a book at the library, and I would read to 200 or 300 kindergartners every year. So one thing I do want to do when I leave is I'm going to try to write a children's book that will go into the Villa Park Library, perhaps Lombard, and it'll be fire related, where they can read to kindergartners or preschoolers or something like that. So something with a lot of pictures. And then I'm also going to be with my buddy Jimmy Jackson, JJ in the back there, with Illinois Fire Chiefs doing promotional assessments with Illinois Fire Chiefs. He's been asking me for a couple of years, and so I'll have more time with him. And then when we're not doing that, we'll probably head out to the farm. So, and then also I've been asked to maybe perhaps be a consultant in some way or manner. Haven't given that a whole lot of thought yet. And then the one thing I didn't just mention, because I just thought of it just now, back when Andy Malomo retired, Fire Chief Keith Creston, who's here today in the back, would remind me that you are the oldest, longest tenured fire chief in DuPage County since Bonomo left. I said, yeah, I know. And so I don't know who it is now, Keith, but it's not me any longer. So you guys go back and do your math. So I've had a wonderful time here in Villa Park. It's been 10 plus years. They've been terrific. I love all you guys. The fact that I see all these firemen here and fire chiefs and people from the villages around, and it sends a message to me that I must have done something right. But I wish everybody in the audience the best going forward, and thank you for being here. It's been wonderful. It's been a wonderful ride. Thank you very, very much.
ceremony, where we'd have DUCOM do a final tone out for Chief 81. We'd all walk to the flag, our guys would lower it, and give that flag to Ron. So that's what we're going to do now. We're going to raise these doors. We're going to go all outside here to our flagpole, and we're going to do our final walkout.